Welcome to Two Bros, One Brain.
Man.
Let us discuss the glorious shooting of the Ruger 1022 Takedown today at the indoor shooting range. It was very fun. What were your thoughts on today's shooting?
Well, I want to first point out to all the Elmer Fuds out there that we are indeed unloaded. There's no mag, nothing in the chamber.
It is clear.
It is clear. Well, I won this on a raffle last weekend. Decided to get it out, give it a go.
Well, good luck you must have with the raffles.
Luck was on my side this past weekend. So...
Well, let's discuss how this thing shot. We did some shooting with some subsonic hollow point 40 grain bullets, shooting about 1050 feet per second by CCI, as you can see here. And we also used some
mini mags got here, 40 grains going 1235 feet per second. This is the copper plated round nose variant.
And how far were we shooting today?
We shot anywhere from 10 yards to 20.
Pretty good distance, I'd say, for iron sight 22.
Yeah, when we got out to 20, it was
challenging.
Those sights were covering up the target pretty good.
Yeah.
It was kind of tough, but I think we have that target here.
Yeah, we got these ones. So these were.
We'll go over to
insert the clip of the two pictures that we got of the two targets we shot first, right here. So, I mean, it was kind of shooting to the left, wouldn't you say? Yours was kind of more centered than mine, for sure. Definitely more in the center.
Show that here.
Yeah.
He also might post it here, maybe.
Or there.
Or
there. Here.
Or here.
Unknown.
Down there.
Or down there, yeah. So these, not too bad. Couldn't really tell much of a difference in the grouping between the mini mags and the hollow points.
This is incredibly unscientific. I
Terribly
would
unscientific.
not consider myself to be any kind of sharpshooter. I grew up shooting, but I kind of suck.
I'm kind of a scientist. I feel like I'm a scientist.
This was all done free-handed, except for one target we'll show you here in a minute. All free-handed. 10, 15, 20 yards. These targets we showed you were done at 10. First shots through the rifle.
Pretty good. It cycles really good.
Yes.
The subsonics, absolutely zero problem with them.
I was very impressed. I did not expect the subsonic rounds to cycle very well, especially because they're hollow points as well, which sometimes some autoloaders are finicky about hollow point bullets and catching on the feed ramps as it goes into the chamber.
Yeah, sure.
Theyese, however,
they've got
flawless.
A wonderful amount of back pressure. They're going just on the speed of sound at 1050, so they're maximizing performance while keeping your hearing safe, and we all love our hearing.
Amen.
Especially when shooting rifles.
I got to protect what little hearing I got left.
Exactly. Wear them ear pro, kids. All right, so let's roll the clips of us shooting. Shooting, some poor shooting probably. Don't hate too much in the comments. We're going to discuss the.
Oh yeah. Myself.
So we did some some silhouette shooting here.
Yep.
That was at 20 yards.
This one,
insert here.
I'll just show it to the camera. You probably won't be able to see that. You'll probably get an image up in the corner.
Not too bad, but for 20 yards, that's pretty decent.
I was kind of stretching it out there with the irons. It covered the target pretty good at that distance, and the lighting was kind of goofy. But like I said, I'm just not the greatest shooter anyway, so there's a little user error there as well.
But we had fun doing it.
Wait a minute.
What?
What do we have here?
That? Did you?
I forgot to take the plastic off.
I think we have discovered why you could not shoot. Like, yeah, bro forgot to take his plastic off his glasses. Brand new today.
Well.
I think that would explain your issues with your grouping.
Oh, wow.
Can you see better now? It looks like you still got one more sticker down there on the bottom.
I do actually have one more.
My goodness.
Well,
that is unfortunate, folks. We're going to do better next time on that one.
That explains why he beat me in the next target.
Yes, which brings us to our next point of we did a little bit of an accuracy shooting challenge. Figured why not? We'll do one with every rifle that we do. I will probably lose the rest of them. So this one, we'll insert the image somewhere over here. We were doing a 10-round shot. 10-round shooting course of fire at a target of 10 yards away, and we were actually scoring ourselves. So
and this was done free-handed as well. We haven't gotten the one shot from arrest yet.
Yeah, no, that was just disgraceful. That was bad. Which we can talk about that one first. Before we get to good shooting, let's cover bad shooting.
Okay, sounds good.
Bad shooting, we're going to insert the image here. This thing was just awful. It helps when you have a scope to shoot these little dots that are quarter size.
Or skill.
I
ran out of skill today.
I think I also ran out of skill because it seemed we couldn't count past 4. We had an issue counting past 4. We like to shoot the first few a couple times.
Yeah, I remember on a few of these here, I lost track of what dot I was shooting at.
So his were the
shot
top
a couple
12.
twice.
So our goal was to put 1 bullet in each hole. So we had 12 bullets apiece, 1 bullet per hole. His were the top 12 holes. Mine were the bottom 12. We were doing pretty good for the first 4 holes apiece, I think, relatively. And then the wheels really fell off the bus. But we both managed to hit the holes, I think twice apiece, 2 or 3 times apiece. Not too bad. And yeah, so we're going to do a better accuracy test next time with a scope and a real bench rest, and we're going to improve.
My hope is here in the next couple weeks, I'm going to get this out to my home range, get it on my bench, hopefully get an optic on it by then. But if not, at least I'll have a steadier place to shoot from, have a rest, get a little bit more accurate results. We'll get the gun cleaned, and shoot a couple fouling shots, and take a little bit better.
And really, that is the key. Good, stable rest for accuracy is really important. So if your gun's going everywhere, you ain't hitting the side of a barn. No. Now, back to the good shooting. So, like we were saying earlier, we did a 10-round course of fire at a target 10 yards away. His score, number 1, is going to be over there. My score, number 2, is going to be over here. And so he shot a 93. Tell us about this 93. What are you thinking here on this one?
So, the glasses, the lighting.
You had it all working against you.
The strong winds in the indoor range.
There were some really strong winds. The hot brass falling down the back of the shirt. That is some dangerous environments.
I got a welt here.
Oh my goodness.
You won't be able to see it,
Holy
but
cow.
I got one on my arm.
We have battle wounds here from an indoor range, folks. Can you believe this?
So in all reality, what happened here was I started off shooting pretty good. Then about halfway through, I lost my bead, and I found I was pointing it a little bit more to the left than I thought I was. And I was just sending shells.
Losing the bead.
The reality is I was just having fun pulling the trigger. That's all.
And that's what this gun is really meant for. Having fun for your kids. If you're just getting into it, this is a great gun.
I think the accuracy is there.
It is there.
I can't say for certain without getting it out to the home range, get on a rest, actually take the time to make
for sure
the take the precautions and
Yeah.
make sure we're getting steady and getting accurate results. But
and actually having some
these are known to be fairly accurate rifles for an auto loader.
Oh yeah, and they've been
of this
around for
category.
what? Since the late 1900s.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly when, but they've been around for quite a long time.
They're your grandpa's good rifle.
Amen. We got probably 3 or 4 sitting around at home from various years.
Yeah.
They haven't really changed much over the years,
No.
and that's for good reason.
Because the design is flawless. But the aftermarket is really good. What are some things that you're thinking of potentially doing here?
And this is what I was really excited about when I got this rifle. The aftermarket for this is just phenomenal. One of the things I found is Magpul backpacker stock, which that's because this model here being a takedown, we can just take it apart here.
Stick it in a backpack.
Yeah, it comes with this case.
Yeah, let's pull that case out here. What are we working with?
It folds up, goes into that case.
Here, let's get that over here. See, wonderful case. You can fit this thing in your truck easily. You could put this rifle, stick it in a backpack, go hiking in the mountains.
Yeah, it's very compact. However, the backpacker model stock allows you to take these two pieces and put them together like this. Kind of. It's very rough, example there. But you can fold it up, and then you could actually just stuff that like into your pack if you're hiking, hunting, whatever.
You want to do.
But it's very cool that way, and I'm excited to get out and get a better accuracy test and see how it performs with these moving parts that you take on and off. Sometimes depending on the quality of manufacturing, tolerances aren't always there to make sure you get consistent results. Yeah. And I'm not too worried about Ruger's.
It seems the fit and finish is really good. I mean, everything's really tight in here in the receiver, and the length of pull, it's really comfortable. The grip, perfect angle. It's the perfect length with a 16-inch barrel with an overall length of 30 inches or something.
Yeah, I think there's absolutely no doubt that this is a very well-made rifle. It's a cheaper rifle. That's always a plus. It's a cheaper rifle, but it's not a cheap.
You're
rifle.
not losing. You're not losing workability for the cost.
You're not. There's no sacrifice really in performance in this price range here for what you would pay for this gun.
And so.
One of the things that I really like about this that just kind of speaks to the quality and fit and finish of this rifle is how the mag fits in. I mean, take that, slap it in.
I mean, that's not
it
going
don't
anywhere.
Move. It's very solid.
Tight.
I have much more expensive rifles that the magazine is a little finicky to get in. It wobbles around. Not the end of the world, but I think it just a little bit speaks to the manufacturing that they have going on over there.
On the topic of accuracy, let's hop over to target number 2, which we're going to put up, or it's maybe still up. I don't know. It's going to be somewhere. This was my target, still 10 shot course of fire, 10 yards. This was a pretty good shot. I was started off to the left there. But then was able to kind of bring it back home into the middle and had some really good 10s. I had 6 10s in a group that one of those 4 shots group was like 1/4 inch. So definitely this thing could be accurate out to 100 yards, even shooting like larger animals like prairie dogs or groundhogs or whatever pests that might, rabbits even.
I think for sure that this thing is minute of prairie dog.
Oh, for sure.
I'm excited to get it out into testing here very soon in the coming weeks.
Which we'll put more videos out on that. So hit subscribe, link in the description below. But yeah, we'll get some more testing on it. So what are some final thoughts here? Some words of wisdom. For anyone looking for this potential, to thinking about buying this rifle here.
Buy low, sell high.
Exactly. You heard it here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.